Yes, sir, as well as Principal Dr. Ashok Kasnade, sir. I welcome you all on their behalf. I would like to briefly give you an introduction about the conductor of this workshop, the resource person of this workshop, Mr. Yogesh Murumkar, sir. He's the director and corporate trainer for machine learning, blockchain, data science, and big data analytics for BharatSoft Solutions, Pune. He has completed his graduation and post-graduation from Pune University in computers. He's a data science and big data analytics enthusiast with more than 10 years of experience, including IT as well as teaching and training experience. He's worked for Capgemini India for 4 years, and he's also worked for clients like Barclays and Espanki Bank. He has successfully trained more than 300 participants for global certification in data science and big data analytics by Dell EMC. He's the global certified trainer in data science and big data analytics. He's also a Microsoft certified Python developer. He has good practical hands-on skills using tools and technologies like Unix, Tableau license, Power BI, Hadoop, HBase, Hive, Pig, SQL, R, RStudio, and Python. He has conducted various trainings and workshops related to machine learning, deep learning, blockchain, big data analytics, and data science for students, professionals, as well as many other professionals at universities and colleges. He is currently training a batch of 100 students and professionals for certification exams in data science and big data analytics at the Interdisciplinary School of Scientific Computing and Department of School of Energy Studies for SPPU. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of Dr. DY School of Engineering. I would like
Thank
to also hand over the session so that we understand more about this workshop and why it is being conducted. I would like to hand over the session to Professor Yogesh Mali, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for those brief introduction. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Very good morning to all the participants, especially the dear students. I should initially welcome you to the department. Why? Because after the pandemic situation, we think this is the first workshop we are conducting together. So initially, it's my responsibility to welcome all the SE students to this workshop as well as to the department. Now, talking about the workshop, being a department coordinator, it's my prime responsibility to tell you about the proceedings of this workshop. Before that, I would like to congratulate and say thank you to Vishal Borate sir for introducing such a brilliant idea of having Python session in this particular SE class. Why? Because SE, we have enormous debates during the structure and means the deployment of this particular workshop. As we all know, SE syllabus is correlated with little bit of Python, and having this heavy subject and introducing this was also a big debate for us. Means during our meeting, we used to have lots of discussion and brainstorming session to finalize the syllabus structure. But as I have seen in current BE batch, that the placements are being totally depending upon what knowledge you possess in programming. So we introduce this particular syllabus of this workshop as per the industry demand. So now you might be have considering that seeing the syllabus of 5 days, it means little bit heavy, but we can understand it has been designed according to the industrial demand. So now talking about what is EDC and what is PBL. All the students are might be having the problems. I would have received personal messages even, sir, what is this EDC and PBL all about and how the proceedings of workshop will be going on. So talking about that, most of you must be aware of that this workshop is a combined venture of EDC and PBL. EDC is entrepreneurship development cell. What it is actually, whenever a students get pass out from B or complete its total engineering career, then he or she might be able to work for the society in terms of creating some own firm, some own industry, some small scale business, etc. So EDC helps the students to have those particular skills and those particular knowledge. So EDC stands for that particular thing. Now, inculcating the habit of EDC now only in SE students is our prime idea. Now talking about PBL, that is project based learning. Now, if the students are doing this particular workshop, how it would be beneficial for them in the future. Talking about that, in the next semester of SE syllabus, you have a course called PBL, Project Based Learning. In that, you have to do a mini project and have a presentation of the same. So why not? It should be completed today itself or during this workshop itself. This idea sparked in our discussion or in our departmental meetings. So what we thought, we should have this PBL covered now only for you 60 students, and 60 was are the batch capacity. And I means congratulate all the organizers of this particular workshop that we have fulfilled the 60 criteria. In fact, there are many student aspirants who want to join this particular workshop, but 60 was our benchmark, so we have fulfilled it. Next batch will be seeing after the successful completion of this particular workshop. Now talking about the certification, how you gonna get the certificates and how you people are going to be highlighted in this particular workshop. Initially, whenever you are going to complete this workshop, you have to submit a small mini project. I guess 60 students are there, so we are having benchmark of 3 students or 4 students maximum as a group to give the mini project or to submit the mini project. As soon as you submit the mini project, the certificate will be definitely gonna issued to you people. Now you might be saying, why this the barrier of mini project and etc are being introduced. Initially, whenever the project based learning is considered, you have to make a mini project at that time. So why not today only, during after successful completion of this particular workshop, you're gonna submit this particular mini project. Now we can understand that knowledge acceptance capacity, knowledge grasping capacity of each and every student is different. So of course the trainer is so skillful that he might be helping you out. They only gonna give you some 12 13 topics. According to that, you can make your own groups. Now formation of groups should be done within this particular 60 batch only. So you have to make group of 4 to 3 students maximum. Ensure you are in group in particular or this particular workshop, and you have to submit a mini project after the successful completion of workshop. During this tenure, if you are facing some difficulties, some problems, of course we people are there, the trainer are there, you can easily convey them with your own problems and get it solved. Now after successful completion of your mini project, you submit them and enroll your certificate. This is the best idea we can propagate for you people. Now talking about the successful completion, it might be taking 5 days to complete the syllabus, theoretical as well as practical hands-on session. And after that, a Sunday buffer time given for you guys to work on the mini project. And then on Monday, you're gonna submit this mini project to the trainer itself. After that, there will be a validatory function in which you people will be receiving all your certificates and merits. And this would be definitely helpful. This is all what I want to convey about the workshop, its proceeding. I guess I have cleared all the EDC related doubts, PBL related doubts. If anything is there, you can free enough to say in the chat box, as well as you can message it up if you are having any problem. And I wish you all the best for this workshop. Make most of it. It is thoroughly knowledge giving. Have a great experience. Share your thoughts. The workshop should be two-way communicating. Check for your mic and all the technical related terms, your installations and etc. Most of the students have already been introduced and know about the guest or the trainer, because yesterday we are having some installation sessions, and I guess Pooja madam have also thoroughly explained about what the qualities our guest and trainer is having. Thanks from my side. All the best. And now I hand over to our HOD sir for giving you some encouragement words and motivating you all people for this workshop. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
I would now like to request the HOD, Dr. Pankaj Agarkar sir, to please speak a few words. There seems to be a technical problem. Just give us a minute.
I guess HOD sir is having little bit technical problem regarding the network. I would hand over my phone to sir and they're gonna speak it. Please listen to them.
हॅलो. आता येतोय का आवाज?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
So idea behind already Mari sir is told what is the main idea. There is one subject, project based learning subject is introduced. For this there is a course, what are the course objective of that subject? To develop the critical thinking, problem solving ability, then evaluate the alternative approaches and justify the use of the selected tools and methods, then to provide every student the opportunity to get the involved either individually or as a group, so as to develop their team skill and learn professionalism. Okay, so these are the objectives of this project based learning too. These are the this is your uh, subject introduced from this year, and outcome of this course is the identify the real life problem from socialism need point of view, then analyze and synthesize the identified problem from the technological perspective, evaluate the solution based on the criteria specified. So because of this subject, you have to form a group and do some mini project. So from this second year, you have no idea how to be how to implement such type of project. So from that point of view, our department, and TNP officer, Professor Mari, and EDC in charge, Professor Borate, and all the class teachers and all the AC teachers organize such type of program for student only. So I think maximum number of student will join this course. Okay, that is my request to all of you, because this is beneficiary to all of you. So that is my request, and I again welcome our organizer, our guest, today's guest, and all the teachers and all the students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to hand over the session to the resource person, Mr. Yogesh Murumkar, sir. So you can please start the session.
Thank you, Shuri sir. Thank you, Pooja madam. Thank you, Yogesh sir. Thanks for the introduction. Okay. So good morning, all of you. So let's start. Let's start with the session itself. I hope I'm expecting that now everyone has all the tools, softwares which are needed are installed on the machine, right? So yesterday only I have conducted the session, right, for near about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and in that duration only I hope that everyone has solved their issues. Right? So I'm expecting that everyone has joined this session with laptop or desktop, and you have Anaconda installed and PyCharm installed. This is what my basic expectation, right? Because see, if you are joining from mobile phone, then obviously it is of no use, right? There are some things which you can write out here itself in the session, during the session along with me, and there are some things which you might have to try out after the session, right? And yeah, let me make some of the things clear here itself at the first. I have muted all of you, right? Because it should not create a chaos. But what I have done now is I have actually given you access for chatting, right? So in between, if someone is having any question, till now that particular option was not there, right? I just taken the access, but I have given the access for everyone to chat. So whenever you have a doubt in between, you just send the message in the chat box, right? So because I have muted all of you, because you will not be able to unmute you people, right? So that will be a good option for you people to ask your question in between. That is one thing, right? Now, if you want me to unmute you, I will unmute you. No problem. If someone feels that okay, I cannot type my question is somewhat big, it will take a lot of time. So just ask me to unmute. I will unmute you. That's also available. But let me tell you once again, I have not unmuted all of you because it should not create a chaos. Right? That's all. And one more point, whatever may be the doubt you have, right? It may be a very easy or it may be very difficult. Whatever it is, you should try to clear it at that particular point only, right? Because everything is going to depend on the previous thing. That's why one should be clear about whatever is done till now. Okay, so these are some of the things which I wanted you people to be clear about, right? Now, without wasting any further time, let's try to start with the topics. So as I hope everyone has gone through this particular contents, these are the tentative topics. We will try to cover each one of them as I told you. In case if you require maybe some extra session, I hope people will also be ready, right? Because if you can see, there are some projects I have mentioned, and along with that, I have mentioned deployment also. So that will be really interesting where you people are going to come to know about uh, how we actually work in real-time projects and what we do once we develop the project. So obviously, it's going to be really very very interesting if you try to attend all the sessions and if you try to do whatever I am going to take. Right. And whatever I'll be discussing, whether it is code, whether it's a theoretical concept, whatever it may be, for each and every point, I'll be sharing the notes. After every session, I'll be sharing the notes. There will be assignments for you people to solve. For see, every day. Yesterday also I told you, you should spend these 5 days like anything. You should try to. I hope. I think you people have a lot of time now, right? Full day is free, right? There are no. If there are no sessions, I think that will be good. If there are no lectures going on, so try to spend as much as time possible for you people. Try to come up with the questions, right? I will also like that. So yes, even if you do not writing down anything, if you are not writing down anything, no problem. Each and everything I'll be sharing. Okay. So let's start with the first point. So see, what am I going to do is, as mentioned in the syllabus, we are going to start with these things, data types, numbers, strings, and all those things. And one more point, uh, I will be starting from the scratch, right? So I will be starting from very basic things. So maybe for some people, if it is already known, just have some patience for some time. Each and everything we are going to cover. But here I will be taking baby steps, small steps I will take. And as and when we start with, you will see the speed is going to improve, right? So those people who are already aware about some of the basic things, just wait for some time. Each and everything is going to be clear. Okay. So yes, now I will be starting with these things, right? So let me go and let me show you. So see, what I have done is this one. This is what we have installed yesterday, right? So this is nothing but Anaconda navigator, whatever you are able to see. So I am expecting that you people also follow me, whatever I am trying to type out here, right? So you also follow me. Just a minute. Whatever you are able to see here, this is nothing but Anaconda navigator, right? So you can check it. This particular point, this Jupyter notebook is the thing which I am going to make use of. Right, this one. But yesterday I told you can make use of other notebooks also. Right. So I will show it to you today itself. What are the different tools which you can make use of to run the Python code. Starting with maybe command prompt also is available. But to start with, we are going to make use of all these options. So out of this, I am going to make use of Jupyter notebook. Right. Now here you need to make sure that this one application on. So in everyone's scale, it should be base. One thing you need to remember is base is nothing but what is this one, whatever you are able to see. This base is actually called as an environment. Right? Yesterday, those people who tried to install, so I think we come across this particular word, right? Environment. Now, what is an environment? Environment is something which is going to provide you the required things for basic required things for the project or the application. So always remember, by default, the name of the environment here is going to be base. Right? Remember this. Because later on, what we will be doing is when we will go and when we will discuss about some projects, right? Like web scraping, for example. So in that case, we are not making use of base environment. Base environment is the default environment available in case of Anaconda, right? Here it's a Python. But always remember, for separate project, there be a separate environment, right? So I will show you how to create the environment, right? But one thing you need to remember is default environment name is base. So we are going to start with this base environment. What is environment? Environment is something which is going to provide you the basic things, basic packages for running any project. That's the environment. As and when we will move forward, this thing is going to be more and more here, right? So that's why do not worry about it. But only remember this base environment is there. So everyone just make sure that once you start Anaconda Navigator, you should be able to see base environment. Right. Now how to start it? So you just need to go press Windows button and just search for Anaconda and you will be able to see Anaconda Navigator. Just click on this, right? That's it. You will be able to see Anaconda Navigator. And if you want to open this Anaconda from this one, this is something where you will be able to see a black screen where which we are going to make use of to install the package, right? Anaconda Navigator. Anaconda Navigator and this Anaconda prompt. So Anaconda prompt is something which we actually make use of to install the commands. As and when it is required, we will make use of it, right? But everyone should be able to see at least these two options in your case. I hope everyone is able to see that, right? Now, what you need to do is once we have opened Anaconda Navigator, this one, you just need to go here and click on this launch. Once you launch it, you will be able to see this thing. So you will be able to see some folders in your case, right? So maybe I think let me first of all show you. In my case, I was able to see something like this, right? So this one, something like this. So these are nothing but what? These are nothing but the directories on my computer. See, I will just scroll it down. These are nothing but the directories and the programs which I have written. Okay. Now, what I have done is I just tried to go to the path where my files are stored. So I want to go to this particular path. You don't have to go anywhere. You just use your default path, whatever it is. Okay. So these are some of the files which I'll be sharing with you people, right? So I just went to the path where my files are stored, right? To that particular browse option, I can say, right? So for example, I will open this basic Python folder, and this is the file which I am sharing. Okay, but what you need to do is you just need to launch that Jupyter notebook, right? Which notebook we are going to make use of? Jupyter notebook, right? And Jupyter notebook, it makes use of a browser. It loads in browser. Yesterday I told you, hey, see, it will make use of a browser. The recommended browser is Mozilla or Google Chrome. Do not use Internet Explorer. Okay. I hope till this point everyone is clear. So what I will do is let me just create some space here. I will just stop this video. Just a minute. Okay. Now see, what's going to happen is you will be able to see something like this, right? Now in my case, there are some programs which are already written. So I will not make use of those initially. Later on, I will be showing it to you. So what you need to do is just go here and open new Python notebook like this. Go to new and click on this Python. I will again repeat, just follow me, all of you. At least initially, at least for today's session, at least follow me. Okay. Later on, what you need to do, what are the assignments, I'll be sharing it one by one. But those who are not aware about some of the things, basic things, just follow me whatever I'm trying to do. Okay. Now, whatever you are able to see. So once I click here, Python 3, and now I'm able to see something like this, untitled notebook. Right. Now, what is this? This is a notebook. So there are some things like this is the place where we are going to write the program. Right. So just to understand. Now, our purpose is what? Our purpose is to understand Python language. Right. Now, to start with, we are using Jupyter Notebook to understand Python language. There are other ways also that also we will see, but right. Okay. So whatever you are able to see, this is nothing but a cell. This is something where we write down our code. Maybe you can write down the code line by line, or you can write down the code. You can like write down 100 lines of code in this cell, right? That is possible. Now there are different options like file, edit, view, insert, cell, kernel. And out of all the options, this is something important, kernel, because this Jupyter Notebook makes use of something called as kernel to run the programs, to compile the programs, right? So here, if I go and if I try to check what is there, so it is interrupt the kernel, restart and clear the output. These are some of the options. Shut down the kernel, change the kernel, but by default our kernel is Python 3. In your case also you'll be able to do the same. Okay. Other than that, there is an option to run the code. For example, see here, you just need to go and click on this, you'll be able to run your Python code. As simple as that. Or otherwise, there is a shortcut. What you can do is you just press Shift plus Control on your keyboard, and you'll be able to see the output, right? So whatever you are writing down, whatever the code you are writing down here, if you want to run that, you just need to press Shift and Control, right? And yeah, one more point. If you people feel that I'm too much fast, let me know. If you people feel that I'm too much slow, let me know. Okay. And if anyone any doubt, any problem, maybe because of language or something like that, please feel free to ask me. Okay. I want everyone to understand each and everything whatever I am going to discuss. Because based on these things only, you will be able to develop the project. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be helping you in each and everything to develop your projects. Right. As sir told, that there will be a group of 3 or 4 people. Definitely, once you reach to that particular level, then only you'll be able to understand the things whatever you are learning, right? Why we are learning actually, you'll be able to make some sense about all those things once you develop the project yourself, and that's what we want from you people from this 5 6 days. Okay. So yes, this is nothing but a cell. Now what I can do is, as I told you, I am going to discuss all this stuff. So my target, today's target is I want to complete these things. Whatever you are able to see. Data types like numbers, strings, printing, list, dictionary, boolean, tuple sets, comparison operators, if, elif, else statements, for loop, while loop, range, list comprehension, functions, lambda expressions, map and filter methods. So my target is to complete these things today. So that tomorrow we will go and we will discuss about some problem statements, right? And then we can start with some packages, which is again very important. So today's target is going to be this, right? I already told you I will be sharing this particular file with you, right? This is nothing but a Jupyter notebook only, but Jupyter notebook helps you to create the notes the way you want. I'll be talking about all those things, right? So it's really good. You can download it as a PDF and whatever the format you want. Suppose that once you get this file, see, you can download this in all the formats whatever you want. There are a number of formats. PDF format is also, right? So that's why I told you. You will be getting each and everything. You will be getting the notes for each and everything in sequential manner. You don't have to do any other, right? Whatever I am sharing, that is more than enough. When you need to make use of some other things, I will let you. Okay, so to start with, let us start with the first topic, and that is nothing but data types. I hope till this point no one is having any difficulty, right? I will again repeat. If you have any difficulty, just let me know in the chat box. Okay. So, okay, Ria is asking, what are we supposed to do after launching Jupyter Notebook, and could you please repeat? See, Ria, after launching Jupyter Notebook, see, let me show it to you. See, once you click on this launch button, you will be able to see something like this. Are you able to see this one? So you just need to go to new and click on Python. That's what you need to do. Just click on Python 3. Once you click on Python 3, you will be able to see untitled notebook like this. Is it clear, Ria? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I have already opened untitled notebook, this one. So now let's start with the data types. Now, so see, there are different data types which Python makes use of. For example, specifically talking about data types, there are, so our first topic is data types. Okay. Now, here we will try to see numbers is a basic data type. Now, in numbers, Python makes use of integer and float data type. I hope everyone understands that integer and float, decimal, right? This is one data type. Then there is something like strings, string data type, characters it makes use of. Then there is something like booleans, boolean data type, true and false. Okay, and there is one more data type which it makes use of, and that is complex numbers. So these are the data types which are used in Python. We will see examples for each one of them. Talking about this particular language, Python language, right? So you might be knowing that this is the language which is developed by a person named as Guido. This is the name of the person who developed it. Now, why he named it as Python? So, the person who developed this particular language, he was a fan of a comedy series. There was a series which was going on in 1970s, right? The name of that series was something like Monty Python's. This is just for your knowledge, okay? Monty Python's Flying Circus. This was the name of that particular series, Monty Python's Flying Circus. So what this person has done is, as he was a fan of this particular series, right, a comedy series. So from this one, he has taken this particular word because he wanted a name which was short, which was unique, and which was slightly mysterious. And that was the only reason why Python is called as Python. Okay, just for a understanding purpose, I can say, just for your knowledge. Okay, let's start with the data types. Now, hash we make use of in Python for comments. So whenever I say hash and whenever I write down something, so it means that it's a comment. Now, how to run this? Just go here and click on this, right? So obviously, I'm not able to see any output because this is a comment, right? This is a comment. But if you want to make it as some text, right? So what you can do is give hash, give a space here, and instead of this particular option, if you people are able to see, there is something which is written as code, right? This particular thing. So instead of this option, just click on this arrow and make it as markdown. Once you click on markdown, right? See, your cursor should be here itself in this cell. Now click on run. Now see, you'll be able to see something like this. So when I created the nodes, I also followed this particular thing. And do not forget to just make it as code once again. Right. Whenever it is code, then only your compiler is going to understand that okay, it's a code, it's Python code. Okay. So Markdown is like it helps us to create a document. So for example, if I want to make a change here, double click here, go here. If I want to, for example, change the font, change the size of the font, one more hash. Right now you can see size of the font is less. One more hash, size of the font is more less, and something like that. And just click on this one. Right now you are able to see that the size of this particular thing is lesser. Right? Double click here. If you want whatever the size you want, accordingly give the hashes and then run it. Okay. So this is our first one. So that was just a hash is nothing but what? Hash is just a comment in case of Python. Okay. So first thing first, data types. For example, if I written 5 plus 4, now I want to run it. So what I will do is shift enter. So now just try to understand when I ran this, right? You are able to see something like in. In stands for what? In is nothing but input. Okay, in is nothing but input. What is this? This is a sequence number. Remember, this is a sequence number in which you are going to run the code. This is also very, very important. Out is nothing but the output, and this is the actual output. Now see, you can check that there is nothing written in this square bracket. Now why this 2? Because the first command which I ran was this one. That's why this is 2. Right? So in square bracket, you will be able to see what? You will be able to see the sequence number with which you are trying to run the code. As simple as that. For example, and how to run this? I already told you. See, for example, let me show you. If I click here and once again run it, this number is going to change. This is going to become 3. Now see, it is 3. Right? As and when I go here, now it is 4. So what am I doing? I am clicking on this. My cursor should be here, and then I am clicking on this. Or your cursor should be here, and then press Shift Tab, Shift Enter. Shift Enter is also shortcut to run the code. Right? Now see, you can change the sequence number and change. So plus is for addition here. It is giving us an integer. For example, if I do it something like 8 minus 7, Shift Enter. Now you can check the sequence number is 6 here. Right? So yes, subtraction, addition, subtraction, it can do all the operations. There is something which is like for example, I want to do multiplication. So what I will do is making use of a star option. In case of Python, we use star. So 5 star 3 is nothing but what? Multiplication. Let me run. Now you can check it. 15. Right? Now for division, what is the option? So slash. 5 slash 2 is a division. Now there are some things here which are important to notice, and even though they are basic but very very important. Right? So see, if I shift enter here, if I run it, we'll be able to see that the result of 5 slash 2 is 2.5, and that is correct, right? Because slash is nothing but what? Division. So here you need to remember that this division by default is going to give you the answer, or in Python by default you are going to get the answer in decimal form. By default it is floated. Okay. Now see, this is nothing but division. You might be knowing that this particular option 5 percentage 2. This percentage is nothing but what? It's a mod. Mod is nothing but what? Remainder. So my answer should be what? My answer should be 1 key. Right? So if I run it, now this is also a division, but it is going to give you the answer for mod. Right? Remainder. Okay. Now just try to understand here. There are some other options also. So what I have done is I have done very simple. 2. 2 to the 4. Right? 1 here. Now here I have given a decimal point 10 and 2.5. Okay, this is the answer which I got. So in that case, this was a remainder, so it has given me the remainder. But if I go and if I do this completely and if I get this particular answer 2.5, 2.5 I will get with the help of this division slash. This is going to give the remainder, that is one. Now there is one more thing, and that is 5 slash slash 2. Now what is this 5 slash slash 2? So remember, this is also a division, but it will only give you integer part of the division. Integer part of the quotient. See what I have shown you earlier. See, this is nothing but what? This is your quotient, right? This is your quotient. This was your remainder, right? This is your divisor. Everyone, I know everyone knows this. This is your dividend, right? Now always remember this slash slash 2. It is also a division, but what it is going to give you? It is going to give you only the integer part of the division. Remember that. Okay, it's going to give only the integer part. See, so answer should be what? Answer should not be 2.5. Answer should be 2. Let me go and let me run. Now see. So remember, slash percent this mod and slash slash is one and the same thing, but they are going to give you different answers. I hope everyone is able to understand this point. Okay, after this, now we have seen this star notation. Similarly, I think we talked about. Okay, let me talk about this one, star star. So star star is nothing but what? Raised to. So 5 raised to 3. So 5 into 5 into 5. That is 125. That's what it should give. Right? So star is nothing but multiplication, and star star is nothing but raised to option. Okay, so remember these things, and obviously if you go and if you try to do any operation for that matter, whatever you want to do. So for example, 2 into 5 minus 6 divided by 2 plus 4 divided by 2, let's suppose, and suppose plus 4. Okay, and maybe star star 2, suppose, and minus 8 divided by 2, and here star star 3. Now if I ask you a simple question, which which operation out of this thing is going to execute first? Right. Now why am I asking you? See, at the end of the course, I'll be sharing some material with you people, and that is related to this particular exam, MTA, Microsoft Technical Associate. This is one of the exams which is conducted by Microsoft, and it is on weekly basis. Anyone can go for that exam. It's an online exam, so it's like what you have. It's a exam where you will be having some questions, like 60 questions I think, and it is for 100 marks, and minimum pass percentage of the passing is 70%, and it is no negative marking, no negative marking. So whatever the questions which I'll be sharing, most probably you will see that from those questions only you'll be able to see the questions in this particular exam. Again, this is your choice if you want to go for it, right? But I'm just trying to make the things clear here itself on the first day, right? So in that exam, they ask the questions like this. Now, which operation is going to be executed first out of all these? Whether this is multiplication or division or raise to or addition or subtraction, can you just reply me? Okay. Akshara is saying division. Okay. Anyone you want to add something here? She is saying division. So which operator is having the highest precedence or a priority? I can say priority. Raise to. Janvi is saying raise to. Rishikesh is saying raise to. Okay. So raise to is right actually. So what's going to happen here is, see, you might have studied in school, you might have studied something called as word mass, right? This is what brackets, orders, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction, right? Brackets, orders, yes, word mass rule. That's right, soon. Now, brackets, orders, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Now, in our case, there are no brackets, but remember the highest priority is always for brackets. So remember this particular thing. These brackets are having the highest priority. Right. Then orders. Orders in our case it is what? Raised to star star. So the next priority is for orders. Now which one is having the higher priority? Whether it's a division or multiplication? What do you think? Which operator is having the higher priority? Highest precedence? Is it division or a multiplication? Can you just let me know? Is it division or multiplication? Who is having higher priority? Okay, people are replying. Okay, so Akshara is saying division, Shivan is saying division, Janvi division, Ashar division, okay, Kushi division, Samruddhi division. So those who are saying division, you are wrong. It's not division. All of you have said division. Because see, I have seen people, even I have seen experienced people also, they are not clear about this. Right? That's why this exam is really good exam. And obviously you will be getting a certificate from Microsoft. That's again a really good thing. Right? So they concentrate on basic things. See, it is neither division or multiplication which having a priority greater than other. Always remember, division, multiplication, they have same priority. So whether it's a division or a multiplication, they are on the same level. Remember this. It's not like that division is having the higher priority or multiplication is having the higher priority. No, they are the same. And same thing applies for addition and subtraction. So this is nothing but priority. Okay, remember this. Remember this. Okay, because there were no brackets in our case. Right. So according to this priority, only that compiler is going to execute the things, or your machine is going to perform the operations. Now the question is, if you can carefully check here in this particular equation, right? You can see that there are two star operations, right? But what did I tell you? I told you that this star or raised to high is having higher priority, but there are two stars. Now, which one should be executed first? Any idea about this? Which one should be executed first? Maybe third year people may be able to answer this because you might have completed a subject like discrete structures, and in discrete structures you might have learned about this. Okay, I'm getting some answers. The one which comes first. Amisha, that is right. The one which comes first, that is right. But from which side? From which side? Right side or the left side? Usher is saying 4 star 2. No, Usher, that is not right. Amisha, whatever he has said, that is right. You just need to tell me which one first. Left to right. So it is not left to right, Amisha. It is right to left. Always remember, for star, this is called as what? This is called as associative. There is a property called as associative. So always remember this star or raise to operation is right to left associative. Yes, Akshara, that's right. It is right to left. Remember this. So this star is right to left associative. And this, so that means the first operation which is going to be executed is this one. And then this one. Is there any other star? No. Now there is multiplication and division. Now for multiplication and division, only for stars. No, Ria. It is only for stars. For others, I will let you know. See, for multiplication and division, they are left to right associated. Remember this. And same is the thing for addition and subtraction. Left to right. Now you people will be able to answer which operation will be executed or in which sequence this is going to be executed. First, second, and then this is going to be third because this multiplication is coming first from the left side. That's why this will be executed. After this, which operation? After this, 4 will be this division. After this, any multiplication, division remaining? Yes. This is going to be the 5th. After this what? This is going to be the 6th. And then addition subtraction. So again for addition subtraction they have left to right associative. So that means the 7th operation is going to be this subtraction. What else? This 8th operation is going to be this addition. What else? This 9th operation is going to be this addition. And then this particular subtraction 10, and that is how it is going to execute. I hope you people are able to understand the BODMAS rule. This is how actually it is going to apply. Why I discussed it? Because you'll see that there will be some questions based on this. Right? I know that anyone can go and you can actually directly run this. You'll get the answer. Absolutely. You'll get the answer. But everyone should understand how actually it is executed. Because see, if I would have used the brackets, yes, then the first priority will be given to the brackets. But there are no brackets here. No curly braces, no square brackets, no parentheses. Right? And that's why in that case, that associativity and priority or precedence, that is what is going to be used. Okay? I hope everyone is clear about that. Let's move forward. Let's see the next topic. So I hope that till this point you might have noticed that in case of numbers, whenever we talk about numbers in case of Python, there are integers and there are floating point numbers in case of Python. Moving forward, talking about the next thing, that is variable assignment. Okay, so let's try to talk this about this particular topic. Go here, mark up. Again, it's not necessary. I'm just doing it for understanding purpose for you people, just to make you understand what is the topic. Okay, so the next thing is variable assignment. Now, you need to remember two things here. In case of Python, variable name should not start with special characters. Variable name should not start with special characters, like for example ampersand or star and something like that. Variable name should not start with special character, that is the one thing, and variable name should not start with number. These are the two things you need to keep in mind for Python, right? Let me show you. For example, if I go and if I try to declare a variable, for example, maybe like okay, just a minute, give me a minute. Screen actually you people are not able to see. Let me just share it once. Okay, I hope you people are able to see the screen now. Okay. Yeah. Ashar, I think it's audible now, right? Just let me know. Can you please confirm? Ashar? Yeah. Okay. So variable assignment. So I told you 2 points. Variable name cannot start with special character. For example, if I am trying to give a variable name like ampersand a is equal to 5, shift enter. Now see, it is going to show me error, syntax error, because variable name cannot start with special character. Okay, remember that. What is another thing? Variable name cannot start with a number. Suppose 2a is equal to 55. Again, this will give me error, right? Syntax error. So I just a minute, right? Let me check. Why am I losing the connection? Wait a minute. Let me just check. I hope now I am audible. So I will repeat one more time. This is the example for what? Variable name should not start with special character. This is the example for what? Variable name should not start with number. So you can see that we got syntax errors. Okay. Ideally, variable name should be something like this. Name of variable is equal to suppose 55. Then shift enter. Now, I mean to say that variable name should be meaningful. Okay. So remember this point. Suppose if I declare something like maybe suppose x is equal to 2, y is equal to 5, and shift enter. And so yeah, it is going to allow. Suppose z is equal to x plus y. Shift enter. If I ever want to see the value of x, that is 2. Value of just a minute, guys. Let me connect to some another network. Let me check. Yeah, I know that. Let me change it. Okay, now I hope I am audible. In between, yeah, if any problem, just yeah, say use the same thing. Okay, just let me know in the chat box. So I was telling that see, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 5, right? This is again, and initially what we will be doing is we will be writing down some programs. So in that case, we will be making use of this kind of way. So now check it here that see what I have done is z is equal to x plus 5. So obviously z is going to be what 2 plus 5. So value of z is going to be 7. Now what I want to show you here is see the importance of the sequence here. Now, if I go here and if I try to make the change as y is equal to 10, right? Now you can check that this is 20th command, 20th sequence, this one 20. Now, if I go here and if I run this particular thing once again, now that means y value is updated, right? If I go and if I run this, now you can check that 21, 22, right? And now, if I go and if I try to see this one, now it is going to update the z value. So I need to say that see, you can run them the way you want, but this sequence numbers are very important. Why am I trying to tell you this here itself? Because what will happen later on, you will notice that when you will be dealing with some bigger code, here we are just writing down single lines of code, right? But when you will deal with the bigger code, you should always have a look on the sequence numbers, right? Python always remembers the latest sequence. Try to remember. Okay, latest one. That's right. Okay. So yes, for variable assignment, remember those important points. Variable name cannot start with numbers. Variable name cannot start with special characters. Now the next thing is let me talk about. It never happens actually. I am already working. I am already making use of a good internet connection here. It should not happen. I don't know why it's losing. What is the problem? Because today only I made sure that internet connection should be there, the internet connection should be there, and it should be very good speed. And it never happens. Why it is disconnecting in between? I am also not getting. Let's see, just 2 minutes. Let's see whether it happens again. Just a minute. Okay, let's continue. Strings. Always remember, in case of Python, strings are always enclosed in double quotes or in single quotes. Yeah, variable part I will explain once again, Raksha. So for variable assignment, always remember, variable name should not start with special characters. Variable name should not start with special characters and like this, and variable name should not start with numbers. Ideally, variable name should be something like this. It should be meaningful items. So this will work, this will work, this will work. But if you try to give variable name like this or like this, starting with the special character, starting with the number, this is not going to work. Is it clear, Praksha? Okay, Baljeet Singh is asking. Yeah. Understood. That is also a good point. Yeah, we can say this. If you are trying to start with underscore, suppose if I write an underscore is equal to 5 and then see underscore, but do not make use of underscores at the start of the variable name. What I told you, ideally variable name should be like this. So the person who is asking me, right, Baljeet Singh, you are right. It can start with underscore, but do not make use of this kind of stuff, this kind of names. It should be meaningful. Is it clear, Baljeet? Whatever you said is right. Yeah. Okay. Talking about strings. Now here, try to understand. Whatever I am going to discuss in case of strings, it is going to be very helpful for other data structures because later on we'll be talking about something called as lists, something called as tuple, dictionary, sets. So there we will be making use of the same technique. Whatever we will be discussing in case of strings, in case of other data structures, we will be making use of the same techniques, whatever we see here. Okay, that's why everyone should understand whatever I am trying to discuss here in case of strings. Make sure that, okay. So how we declare a string in case of Python? So we always declare a string either in double quotes or in single quotes. Suppose if I write down A is equal to Sachin in double quotes, shift enter. So if I want to check what is the data type of this string, so type of A and then run it. So see type of this particular element, so it's a string. Similarly, in earlier cases, if you check X I have declared, right? If I want to check type of any variable, if you want to check type of X, so it was a number, so it was an integer, right? For example, if I am writing down b is equal to suppose 2.5, run it. And if I want to check what is the type of b, so type command is there, which is going to help you to know the data type of a variable in Python. Okay, type is the command which is by default available in Python. You can also write out in your case. So this is how you can declare a string either in double quotes or in single quotes. Suppose if I declare a is equal to, in single quotes if I declare round, so yes, this is also a string. Double quote, single quote, one and the same. You can check it. A, shift enter, now you'll be able to see a string in single quote, right? So again, if you want to check the type of that, you will see that it will be str. Str stands for string. Okay, now let's suppose, so yeah, that's the basic thing. Now let's suppose we want to display this particular string without these quotes. So what you can do is you can make use of print of that string, print of A. See, this is also A and this is also showing you A. The difference between them is whenever, always remember, whenever you use a print statement, right? Whenever you try to print a string, you will see that there will be no single quote or double quote. So because of print statement, this single quote or double quote will be removed. So if you want to change the type of this one now, it will be none. Earlier it was a string, now it is none. See, none type. Remember this, okay? Very basic thing, very easy thing, but very, very important. This is going to help you to answer a lot of questions. So remember this one. Okay, so strings are always enclosed in double quotes or in single quotes. For example, now I'll be discussing a very important topic in case of strings, and that is nothing but indexing. So I was talking about this particular topic. Indexing concept is going to remain same, whether it's a list data structure, the data structure which we are going to see in the next topics, whether it's a tuple or whatever. Okay, so I am going to discuss about indexing for string. Suppose, let's say a is equal to, suppose my string is such. Now what is indexing? Let me tell you. Now see, if I am writing down a is equal to such a, so how many characters are there? S, A, C, H, I, N. Always remember, in case of Python, indexing always starts with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Indexing always starts with 0. Now, what I want to do is, suppose I want to grab the first character. So S of 0, this is called as indexing in case of Python. So S of 0 is going to give me what? Sorry, not S of 0, A of 0. String name is A. A of 0 is going to give me what? It is going to be the first character. That is at 0th position. What is that? That is S. So my output is going to be S. This is how you can get the characters whatever you want. Suppose I want to get C. So what is the position of C? 2. Shift enter. Now you will be able to see C. Right? Similarly, if you go and if you try to want, if you want any other thing, right? Suppose I want to check 5. So see, you will be able to see N. But if I go here and if I try to write down 10, now is there a position 10 here in this string? No. In this case, you will get an error that is index out of range. See, string index out of range, because 10 is not the index which is present for a string. What is our A? A is such a. How many characters are there? 6. That is 0 to 5. So there is no 10 position here. That's why I am getting an error like this, index out of range, right? So what is my string? A is a string, such a. Right. Now let's suppose if I write down A is equal to 0 and colon. So what is the meaning of this? So it is going to show you starting with 0 till the end. It is going to give you everything from this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me run. See, you will get such a name, right? So this is nothing but what? This is the starting position. If I go here, if I try to mention, suppose maybe 0 colon, let's suppose if I write down 4 here. Now try to understand what is this. So in this case, this is a start position from which you want to grab the characters. This is the stop position. But always remember, see, it is going to start with 0. That means 0, 1, 2, 3. What I have given? 4 here I have given. Always remember, in this kind of a notation, right? See, this notation, wherever you see colon, this notation is called as slice notation. Remember this. This is called as slice notation. And in case of slice notation, always remember, whatever the number you are going to give after a colon, that number is never going to be included. That means what is my output going to be here? 0 colon 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 colon 4. So what is the character before this fourth position? This is the character. So my output will be SACH and not SSCHI. Remember this. Let me just go and run it in front of you so that you will understand. See. Okay. S of 0 colon 4. S is not defined. Okay. This is not S. This is again A. My string name is A. Now see. SACH. Right? What is the value of A? I will once again write up. The value of A is SACHI. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I have done? 0 to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3. Always remember, the character before this will be included, not this character. That's why 4 is not there. That's why I is not there. That's why SSH is out. Similarly, let me try it out with some another example so that it will make the things easy. And one by one, then we will move the other topics. Okay. Suppose now let me write it down like this. A of, let's suppose, 2 colon 5. Now can you tell me, can you people tell me what will be the output of this? A 2 colon 5. I hope you people have understood that. Starting point is 2. So what is the character at 2? Yes, right guys. I hope everyone is able to answer that. Yes, it's absolutely right. So most of you are able to answer that. They are saying output should be CHI. That's correct, right? So this is how it is going to work. This is called as indexing, and this notation is called as slice notation. Now, what if I write down A of 1 colon 100? Can anyone tell me what will be the output of this? Will there be an error, or will there be any output here? Can you let me know? What do you think? Or maybe some of you have already tried it out, right? Okay, so Vanshika is saying ACHIN is going to be the output. So ACHIN. So I am starting with A. Yes, that's right, Vanshika, absolutely right. So here we are not going to get error. Here we are going to get string. Right, Vanshika, right, Samruddhi. No error, because many people might have thought that if there's 100 and this is out of range. No, it's not like that. Why? I will tell you the reason. Yes, sure, I will tell you the reason. Wait. So A 1 colon 100, it will give you ACHI. Now to answer why? Because I told you, what is this notation called as? This notation is called as slice notation, right? This notation is called as slice notation. Always remember, in slice notation, you never get index out of range error. In slice notation, you never get index out of range error. That means if I go here and if I write down colon 10,000, I will not get any error. I will not get any because this is a slice notation. But if I remove this colon and then if I write down, then I will get it. I hope this answers your question, sure, right? As it's a slice notation, you are never going to get index out of range error, right? Now what are all these things? Whatever you are trying to talk about. So try to understand these things. Whatever I have written, this is nothing but what? This is the start point. This is what? This is the stop point. Okay. So before colon, start point. After colon, stop point. Now, if I am saying that my string is A and it is such a, okay, so let me write down something like, or otherwise, let me create a string so that I will be able to ask some more questions. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Right? This is my string. Whatever you are able to see. Now, let's suppose if I write down, let me just write it down in front of you. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and K. Right. So starting with 0. Indexing in case of Python always starts with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right. This is what we have. Now, if I ask a simple question, can you tell me what should I write down to get the output as DEF? What should I write down to get the output as DEF? Just let me know your answers in the chat box. DEF. S of what? This is my S. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I have even shown you the numbers. Now can you tell me what I want is DEF as the output I want? Samruddhi, Pooja, Amisha, yes, yes, Ria, yes, all of you are right. That's good. That means you people are getting it. Right? So 3:6, that's what the people are saying. So DEF is the answer, right? Yes. That was a straightforward question. Many of you are able to answer it correctly. Now, what will happen if I write down? Just see this one. S of, let's suppose 2 colon, let's suppose 9 colon 2. Now, what is this 2? So, okay, Amisha is asking, sir, what will be the output if both the start and stop values are out of range? It will be empty. Amisha is asking something like this. See, it will be empty string. Is it clear, Amisha? Does that answer your question? But you are never going to get index out of range, right? Because it's a slice notation. Can you just confirm, Amisha? Does that answer your question? Yeah. Okay. See. Now, what I was asking you people was this: A of 2 colon 9 colon 2. Now try to understand what is that 2 which I have written. This is nothing but what? Starting point. This is nothing but what? Stop point. And this is nothing but what? This is called as interval or step. Interval or step. So what will happen is, in this case, it is going to start with second position. That means 2. But after, so 2, at 2, what is the character C? But after C, you are not going to get D. What you will get is E. Right? Because the step size is 2. After E, you will be able to see G. After G, you will be able to see I. So my output will be C, E, G, I. Because the step size is 2. So it is going to skip one character. Okay? Try to understand that. Let me show you the output. My output should be what? C, E, G, and I. Let me run it so that you will be able to see the output. Okay. Okay. Again, why am I not getting C, E, G, I? Why am I getting C, I only? Because I have written A. A is not my string. My string is what? S. Okay? I should have written S here. Now let's check. Now you can check C, E, G, I. Everyone understand this? Right? This one. Start, stop, step. This is what you need to remember. Start, stop, and step. Now, and don't worry if you have it out, that will be clear because I am going to ask a number of questions here now. There are a number of possibilities also. Right? Suppose if I go and if I write down S of 1 colon, let's suppose 10 colon 3. Now you people tell me what will be the output of this one? 1 colon 10 colon 3. Starting position 1, ending position 10, step size is 3. What will be the output? Okay, I'm getting some answers. Means that's good. Okay, let me check. Okay, people are saying DEH, DEH. Many of them are saying DEH. Let me check. Is it the correct answer? Yes. That means yeah. I hope you people are getting it right. Maybe if someone is having it out, please raise your hand in the chat box. So I hope you people are getting. Remember, start, stop, and step. Now, someone has asked me a question that if both starting point and ending point, if both of them they are not in the range, what will happen? Right? So if they are not in the range, but if it's a slice notation, you will not get error. But what if you do not mention the starting and ending point? So if there is no start point, see, you need to remember some of the things here. If there is no start point, by default the start point is always 0. Okay. If there is no step size, if there is no steps, this is start point by default. If there is no step size mentioned, by default the step size is always 1. So in this case, what was the step size? It was colon 1. So if the step size is not mentioned, by default it's always 1. Remember this particular thing. Okay. So it means what's going to happen here? S of colon. What S of colon is going to give you? What do you think, people? What it is going to give you? S of colon. Any idea? It may be wrong, or even you can write out in your on your laptop. Right, Vanshika. That's absolutely right, Jhanvi. Yeah. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. That means it is going to give me everything. Right? So let me just run it. If I do not mention starting point and ending point, it is going to show me each and everything on my string. That is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K in my case. Yes, yes. Right, Akshara. Right. Okay. I hope till this point everyone is clear. Now moving forward in this and talking about some other concepts here, let me show you. See, now we have seen that, okay, if we go and if you try to mention something like this, some values out of range, you will get index out of range here. But if it's a slice notation, now can you people tell me what will be the output of this one? 20 colon. What do you think? 20 colon. That means 20 I am trying to mention as a starting point. Is it going to give me error? So it will not going to give me error because it's a slice notation. Yes, Praksha, that's right. It's going to give me empty string. So let me run it. Yes, yes, Ashok, right. That's absolutely right. Empty string is what you are going to get. But if it would have been something like this, then you will get index out of range. String index out of range. Right? So I hope everyone is able to understand how indexing actually works till this point. Right? Now, in the same concept, what I will do is, see, this is my S, this is my string A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Now, this is what the one part of the indexing. Let's try to discuss the second part. So, what I have is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and K. I told you if you start from the left side, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is how indexing works from the left side. But from the right side, if you start, it is like this: minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, and minus 11. Right, now let me show you. So can you tell me what will be the output of S of minus 1? S of minus 1 will be 1? Yes, absolutely right. It is K. Right. This is going to be K. Right. Now, second question I will ask you. What if I write down S of minus 1 colon minus 5? Now tell me the output of this particular S of minus 1 to minus 5. This one. So what do you think? What will be the output? Okay, I'm getting some reply. So people are saying KJIH. Akshata is saying empty. Akshata is only saying empty. Akshata Vaidya is saying empty. Other people are saying, Shweta is also saying empty. Vanshika is also saying empty. So those who are saying empty, you can check it. They are correct. So you people thought that answer will be KGIH, but no, it's not the answer. Yes, yes, Akash, it's not the answer. It is going to be empty. Now why? Another question. Question is why? Whatever I told you, as per that, the answer should be KGIH. But what you are getting is empty. Now, it's not reverse, Akash. No, it's not reverse. I will tell you the reason. See, when you people will get the reverse, when you people will get the empty, let me tell you. Again, it's not a hard and fast rule. This is not the rule which is mentioned in the book. This is just the observation, right? And which is going to help you to answer difficult questions, right? Hardest questions. See, just imagine that this is a scale. Suppose let me write it down correctly. Okay, just imagine that this is a scale. So if this is 0, on this side of 0, we know that there are positive numbers, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. On this side of 0, there are negative numbers, -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. I will again repeat, this is not mentioned in the book, this is just an observation. Because with the help of this, you will be able to answer, or you can say it's a trick, just to cross check whether your answer is right or wrong. Now, why? I am trying to tell you what? I am trying to tell you when you will get the empty string. How to make sure that you will get an empty string and you will not get the answer. For example, here. Now see. First of all, can you people tell me what is the step size here? What is the step size? I already told you. Default step size is what? Yes, Tabish, that is right. It is 1. Right? So if step size is not mentioned, that means it is 1. Okay, I hope everyone agrees. Now, what I want is I want -1 to 5, right? -1 to 5. That means from this one, this is my starting point, right? -5. This is my stop point. Now, what is the direction? Start to stop. This is the direction. Okay. What is the step size here? 1. That means step size is positive. And on this scale, what is the direction according to step size? This is the direction, right? So just try to understand here, right? This is the direction. This is the direction for start to stop, and this is the direction for step size. So if these two directions are opposite, you are always going to get empty string. See, this kind of thing you don't have to check in case of positive indexes. But sometimes if it is negative indexes, sometimes it is confusing. Just to avoid that confusion, you remember this kind of trick. If these two directions are opposite, then you will get an empty string. Is it clear everyone? Or does anyone any question? Any doubt? This thing, because this thing is going to help you in interviews, in the exams. Maybe for answering any questions, I know that you will be easily able to answer the questions. But this is something I will be talking about some interview questions as well. At that time, you will notice this very. Yeah, Samruddhi, I will repeat it, no problem. See, what am I trying to tell you is here, in this case, the step size in this particular question which I asked you, the step size is what? Step size is 1 because it is not mentioned. So by default, the step size is 1. Right now, according to this particular thing, -1 to -5. So -1 is the start point, -5 is the stop point. That means the direction of -1 to -5 is what? This one, right to left. Okay, this one. That is this one. This is the direction of starting point to stop point. Now, according to the step size on this scale, what is the direction of 1 or positive number? This side. So, if these two directions, if they are opposite, you always gonna get empty string. That's what I am trying to tell you. Is it clear, Samruddhi? Does it make sense? Can you just let me know? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I hope other people are also able to understand that. No need to mug up anything. You will be able to do that once you solve different examples. But yeah, I hope everyone has got the idea about it, the concept which I was trying to tell you. Right now, so that's why we got empty string. Now this is my S. Now you people will be able to answer anything. Right. So suppose if I write down 2:10. Okay, we know that. Okay, this is going to be the answer. That is going to give some answer. But see, now I told you that there is a start, there is a stop, and there is a step size. Now, if you want to reverse this S, you can directly reverse this. You can directly reverse it like this, and directly write down -1. So it is going to start with the -1. -1 position. See, K, J, I, H, G, exactly reverse of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So always remember, whenever you want to take a reverse of a string, you make use of :::-1. Okay. colon colon minus 1. But from where it has come, I hope you are able to make the you are able to understand the logic behind that. Right? Colon colon minus 1 is what you can make use of for reverse string, or you can make use of something like okay, maybe something like I will check whether it is available or not. Okay, but there is a method actually which we'll be talking about in some strings later on. Okay, but for reversing a string, you just make it of this. And one more point, see, here I am talking about a data type which is string data type, right? Now there are a lot of methods in available. So Amisha, -1 is a step size. Yes, right. It's a step size. So if you do not mention a start, if you do not mention a stop, if you directly going to mention steps as -1, it is going to work as a reverse of string. So actually it's a shortcut. Many people make use of this particular thing to just reverse it. And we are going to require this thing in a number of times to implement different questions, to implement logics. Right? Okay. Now moving forward. So what I was trying to tell you is, we know that okay, as we can make use of colon colon. Okay, as colon colon -1, you are able to see something like this. Now by default the state starting point is 0. By default the state size is 1. These are some of the things we need to remember. Other than that, as we are talking about a string data type here, always remember, whenever you want to check which are the default methods which are available for Python, right? For any data type in Python, to check that, what you can do is you can just write down as variable name, then dot and press tab button. Once you press a tab button, you will be able to see lot of methods which are available for a string data type. S is what? S is just a variable, right? You can, and I will be discussing about the only important data types because no one can remember all these things, right? So, for example, see if I check upper, if I run it now you will see that everything is going to be converted to upper. Similarly, if I go and if I try to make it up something called as lower, see what am I doing? Try to understand. I am just typing variable name, that is S, and then dot, and then I am pressing tab button on my keyboard. Once I press tab button, it is going to auto complete each and everything. It is going to show me all the methods which can be applied on a string data type. Try to understand. Suppose here if I go and if I try to apply lower is going to convert everything into lowercase. There is something called as dot title. Title is going to convert first letter to the uppercase like this, right? Okay. Okay. So now I will come to your question, Nancy. Nancy is saying that this is going to give a reverse, right? Is it the that's what you are asking? KJIH. So KJIH, yeah, this is the answer. KJIH. What we have done is starting negative. So what's your question, Nancy? Can you just elaborate on that? What do you want to ask? That's right. Whatever you have written, it's going to work. It's working, and I hope you people are getting why is it like this. So see, what my string is: A B C D E F G H I J and K. Right. So what are you trying to do? -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10, and -11. Right. This is your scale 0, 1, 2, and so on. -1, -2, and so on. So what are you asking? -1 to -5. That means this one to this one. That means this direction. And what is the step size? This direction. Are you not going to get something? You are not going to get this thing in this. You are going to get something. And what is that something? That something is this. Is it clear, Nancy? Yes, it is going to work. To answer your question, yes, it's absolutely going to work. Okay. So Shivam is asking, please replace -1 to 100. Okay. Okay, Nancy. So Shivam is asking, please replace -1 to 100. -1 to 100 is same. Is it right, Shivam? That's what. Is it the same thing you are saying? This one? Let me run it. See, in this case also you are going to get something because it is not going to be empty. Does that answer your question, Shivam? Is it clear? Okay, yeah. So moving forward, let's talk about. So remember, okay, I haven't discussed about all the methods actually. If you want to check all the methods on a string, just dot press tab button, you will be able to see a lot of methods here. No need to remember all of them, right? So I have shown you upper, lower, title. Similarly, you can see that there are a number of them. For example, if you want to check whether it's a string or a number or what, right? So yes, see, you can check it. Is digit? So is it a digit? Suppose so it's going to give yes or no, true or false, right? So S is not a digit. S is string. That's why I'm getting false. Okay. So I hope you people are able to understand the concept of indexing in a string. Just to elaborate, just to extend the same topic, right? Let me write down. Suppose if I am writing down something like A is equal to 50, this is the variable, and B is equal to, suppose I am writing down, suppose my name. Okay. Let me run it. Now my A variable is this, my B variable is this. Okay. I want to talk about a statement. I want to talk about some what you can say, some method which is again going to be very very useful. Like whenever I want to uh, write down some statements. See, suppose in single quote I will write down something like this. My number is. I will put a curly bracket here. Instead of this curly bracket, I want to write down 50. Okay. And suppose my name is, instead of this curly bracket, I want to put my name. Okay. So see, what I have done is I have written it in single quote. So it's a string. Just put a dot here, and you'll be able to see a method called as format. Now what do I want instead of this particular curly bracket? I want the value of a, that is 50. So what I will do is I will put a here, comma. What do I want instead of this one? I want Yogesh Murumkar. So what is the value? Yogesh Murumkar is assigned to which variable? B. So what I will do is I will write on B, right? And let's run it. Now you see that you will be able to see the output like this. So remember this dot format. Again, this is very very helpful sometimes, right? For our programs. So my number is 50 and my name is Yogesh Murumkar. This is what your output is. Okay, you people also can try it out in your case if you want. Okay, I will just copy paste this particular thing. If it's taking some time for you people to type all the things, I'll be copy pasting this particular thing in the chat box. Just copy that particular sentence. Obviously you need to create a variables a and b. In my case, a variable is 50, b variable is Yogesh Murumkar. That's why I'm able to see this kind of output. If you want to make the changes, you can. Okay, now I hope till this. So this is the thing, but a dot format. Okay, now there are some changes which we can make here. If you are able to see, I am able to see the output in single quote here. Can anyone remember what to do? Remove this particular single quote. What can I do to remove the single quote? I do not want my output as a string. Right now I am getting my output as a string. Can anyone tell me? Yes, yes, Nancy, that's absolutely right. Print. Yes, Sarjo, Chanvi, Shikesh, absolutely right. That means if people are able to remember this. So, if you do not want a single quote, output in single quote, just write down the whole thing inside a print, and then you'll be able to see that the output is something like this. Now, what is the difference between this output and this output? This output is a string, but this is having none taken, and that is also very, very important. Okay, so yes, this is what we have actually. Now, what changes we can make inside this one is, suppose I want to use a particular variable many number of times. So yes, that's also possible. So what I will do is I will just try to copy paste this particular sentence as it is in the next cell, and I will try to make some changes. Okay, Ashir is asking what if we put format BA. So what will happen if you put format BA, Ashir? In that case, instead of this curly bracket, B value will be printed. That means it will be my number is Yogesh Murumkar and my name is 50. That's what is going to happen. If you want to check it, I will do it. B and A and then shift enter. Are you able to see? Ashar, my number is Yogesh Murumkar and my name is 50. This is what is going to happen. I hope it's clear, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, what else I want to tell you here is there are other ways you can make use of this particular dot format set. For example, see what I'm doing is instead of open this blank curly bracket, I will write down some variable like 1. Here I will write down something like 2. Okay, and here what I will do is 1 is equal to value of a. I will let you know why am I doing it like this. 2 is equal to value of b, and then run. Still I am getting the same output. But why I have done this kind of thing is, it is going to help me to make use of the same variable again and again. Let's suppose, see, now I will copy this whole thing here, I will paste it here. Okay, try to understand what is I am trying to do. Okay, now what if I want to print this particular value again and again, or maybe this value again and again, 2. 2 is what? B, that means Yogesh Markar. So what I can do is, suppose I give a comma here, and suppose if I write down 2, now see what's going to happen. My name, my number is 50 and my name is Yogesh Markar, Yogesh Markar. So the number of times you want, you can print this particular value like this. That's why you can make use of this kind of statement. See, that's why I have written like this. Whatever you want to print now, you just go here in the curly bracket, you just write down the variable name, not parenthesis. It should be curly bracket. Now see, you can see it. Right? This is how you can make use of dot format. Is it clear, everyone? Dot format statement. Or you have any doubt in this? I hope it's clear to everyone. Can you just confirm? Yes, no? So that I will move on. Okay, yes, thank you. Yeah. Now, moving forward. Now we are going to start with the next thing, and that is number lists. Right? So list is again one of the most basic data types which is available in Python. But yes, again, whatever will be see, you will see that lists are always again and again. You will be able to see that repeatedly I will be making use of lists. Okay, and then we will go and we will try to see what is the advantage of using the list, what is the disadvantage of using the list, and so on. One by one. First of all, clear the basic concept. What is a list? So basically, lists are just the sequence of elements which are enclosed in square brackets. Right? So if I want to write down definition, it is just a sequence of elements. That's it. Right? Sequence of elements in a set of square brackets. That's it. That's what the list. I will be giving you some practical examples also. How to declare a list? Suppose square bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a list. If you want to check, go here. Suppose, see, this is a list. If you want to check, is it a list? Go here, type Control V, check it. It's a list. Right? Type is the command which we already see. So this is a simple example of a list. So list is simply what? List is simply sequence of elements which are in a set of square brackets. And list can take any type of data. List is also just like string. Okay, because indexing part, whatever we have seen in case of string, exactly same thing is going to happen in case of lists also. Remember that. And one more point you need to remember is lists can take any data type. That means it's not compulsory that these numbers, these elements should be only numbers. They can be string also. Okay, we are going to talk about the examples. Right. So suppose I can go and I can create a list like this. Suppose hi. Suppose here if I write down by. Right. Suppose here if I write down 3, 4, 5. Suppose if I write down A, B, C. So yes, it's going to work. Each one of them is going to be the elements of this. Okay, or otherwise if I want everything as a character, yes, that's also possible. And even I can go, suppose I want to create a list, suppose list 1 or whatever the name you want. Okay, you can give. Suppose I want list 1 as A, C. All these are characters or strings I can say. Okay, A, B, C. So this is a simple example of a list where I have everything in the format of string. Each element is in the format of string. Now see, you can check it. I want to check what is list 1. So go here. This is your list 1. Okay, so this is how it is going to work. Now, what did I tell you earlier? I told you that the indexing concept which we have talked about in case of strings is exactly similar. See, if I want to know list of 0, list 1 of 0 is what? A. That is this one, right? Or otherwise, let me create a list here. Suppose let me create a list 2. We will try to see indexing questions here. Suppose in list 2 we have something like 5 comma 3 comma. Suppose here if I am writing down high. Suppose here if I am writing down 100. Different elements we will take. Suppose here if I am writing down maybe CD, something like this. Maybe suppose here if I am writing down such a, maybe suppose 300,
and so on. So this is my list 2. Let me run. Okay, and see how I am separating each element with comma. If you do not give comma, it will give error. Okay, try to understand that. Now list 2. This is what my list 2 is. Now can anyone tell me what if I want to grab Sachin? I want output as Sachin. What should I write down? List 2 of what? List 2. Again, here also indexing concept is same. Whatever you people have seen in case of string, same concept is used. Right? Okay, people are saying Janvi, Amisha, Shivani. People are saying list 2 of 5. Let me try it. So list 2 of 5 and then that Sachin. Right? So yes, this is what you can do here. Because in case of Python, I already told you indexing always starts with 0. Right? Now there are different possibilities here. Let's see one by one. What if I want the answer as CHI? I want output as CHI. Can you people tell me what should I write? I want the answer at CHI. What should I write down? I do not want Sachin. I want CHI from this list too. So what can I write down? I hope everyone understands my question. Okay, so first of all, tell me, have you understood my question? Yes, all of you. I want the output as CHI. Everyone got my question? Yes or no? I will tell you what to do. First of all, tell me whether you are able to understand the question itself. Okay, okay. Now see, what do we want? We want CHI as output. Now, if you go and if you just try to check, so who is that? Okay, Dheeraj. Dheeraj is saying list 2 of. Let me just copy paste Dheeraj's answer. Solomon Leo is saying 2 colon 5. So Solomon Leo's answer is 2 colon 5. Let me check it. No, Solomon, it is not giving me the answer. Dheeraj's answer is this one. No, Dheeraj, that is again not right. Okay, Dheeraj, no. Dheeraj has again given some answer. Shivam, again 2 colon 5 is not right. Vaishnav, again not right. 2 colon 6, again it's not right. Carefully observe. See, here itself you will get the answer. If you can carefully check, see, what is the output of this? The output of this one is a string. And how to index a string, you people are already aware about. Right? How to index a string, you are already aware about. Okay, I think now who has done? Someone has said list 2 of 5 and then 2 colon 5. Someone is saying that I am not able to see his name. Yeah, let me tell you. See, what's going to happen is we want the output as CHI. Okay, so this is my list 2. I want the output as CHI. Now, first of all, check 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First of all, get Sachin. Someone has rightly answered the question. Actually. What was that? 5, right? So I got Sachin. Now, Sachin is what? Sachin is a string. Can you not index it? What I want? CHI. So just check 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, someone has rightly said 2 colon 5. Just go on indexing it further. You will get the answer. Because the output of this particular thing was string only. How to index a string that we have already seen. Yes, right, Amisha. Whatever you have said, that is correct. Okay, I think Sai, this Dheeraj was also trying to do the same thing, but I think you have missed the square bracket. Yes, that's why. Is it clear, everyone? This is how you can actually answer it. Right? Go on indexing further. Yes, yes. Okay. Now there are a lot of questions available. We can discuss that. For example, maybe in exercise you will be able to see that. See, even you can have a list inside a list. That's also possible. See, suppose if I have something like 1, 2, 3, comma. Suppose I will write down one more list inside. 4, comma 5, comma. Here one more list I will make use of. Suppose here if I write down something like target, okay, or maybe suppose one more element I will write down. Suppose Sachin once again, right? And suppose here I write down 5. Now let me first of all check whether it runs or not. Now see, this is called as nested list, a list inside a list. Now can you people tell me what if I want to grab Sachin? How can I grab Sachin? I want answer as Sachin. So let's check this. See, okay. Nest of. First of all, whenever there is a list inside a list, always see 0, 1, 2. Now this is a list. This whole list is a third element. This list is going to end at which point? This is ending at this point. So this is going to be one element itself. Okay, that means first of all we need to get such a list where Sachin is present. Sachin element is present. So it is present where it is present at the third index. First of all, let me get that. Okay, I'll be going step by step initially. Okay, I have already told you. Some of you might have got the answer. Now you can say which list I got. I got this particular list where Sachin is present. But again, Sachin is present inside the inner list, right? Now, what I need to do is 0, 1, and 2. This inner list index position is what? 2. So I will further go and further index it and I have made 2. Now I got a list here. Now in this list, what is the position of this particular Sachin element? 0, 1, and 2. So it is 1. So I will write down 1. So I got the output as such. If I would have asked you Chin or CHI, further indexing, right? As simple as that. I hope everyone is able to understand how to answer the questions. Yes, Baljeet, right, that's right. 3, 2, 1 is the answer. I hope everyone is able to understand how are we getting that particular answer. Based on that, we may go and we may actually discuss a lot of questions here. Suppose if I try to show you some of the questions from the exercise itself, let me go here. Let me try to show you some of the questions. See, based on indexing. Can you people tell me, given this listed list, use indexing to grab the hello world? See, first of all, I will just copy paste this particular thing and send it to everyone in the chat box. You people can tell me the answer. What to do to grab hello? Hello else. You can check it in your chat box. I have copy pasted this particular string, this particular list. See this one. Now target is what? You want to grab this hello. Can you people tell me the answer to grab the hello? To grab this particular element hello element. What should I write? LST of what? LST of what? So just check. Exactly follow the same thing. This is just for example for you people to solve. I think it will not take that much of time. Just check inside which list hello element is present, right? And accordingly try to answer the question. I think I am getting some answers. LST of 4. Okay. No, you need to check. Who is that dot? You need to check. Amisha is saying nest of 312. Okay. LST of 312. Amisha is saying, let me try it out. 312 you are saying, right? So, this is what she has given. What was that? LST. LST is the name. So yes, Amisha, we got help. Right, 312, 312. But is it our answer? No. This is not our answer. What do we want? We want this hello. We do not want this hello. Can anyone tell me what I am trying to ask you? Yes, Balji. 3120. Yes, Amru. 3120. Because this is a list now. We want a string. That's why you put a 0. And this is what I want. Hello. I hope everyone is able to understand how to index a nested list. Till this point, I hope everyone is clear because I can see that people are able to answer the questions. Okay, let's move to the next topic, and that is dictionaries. I hope everyone is clear till this point. Okay, dictionaries. Now, what is a dictionary? See, dictionary behaves as a key value pair. See, what am I trying to say is dictionary behaves as a key value pair. There are a lot of applications where one can make use of a dictionary data structure. I will be talking about them. And if by chance, if you people are aware about some database like MongoDB, maybe if you are not aware about, do not worry. Okay. MongoDB is also a database which follows a format, and that format is called as JSON format. See, as mentioned in our syllabus, we'll be dealing with some applications, we'll be developing some applications. For developing those applications, we are going to require some data sets. And one of the data sets which we will be making use of in one of our applications is JSON data set. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. What is the format of this data set? It's a file, .json file. You might be knowing about .excel file, .xlsx, right? XLSX, or .txt file, .csv file. Similarly, there is a .json file. In one of the applications, we will be making use of .json file, and in projects, you are going to require this particular thing. For projects, we should be aware about all these formats. In real time, also, we use .csv, .json most of the times. So, .json, how it actually stores the data? It stores the data in curly braces. Suppose I want to store the name. I want to store this information. So I will write a name, and then actual name is Sachin. Right? So this name is the key, and this Sachin is a value of that. Similarly, if you want to store any other record, give a comma here. Suppose I want to store runs suppose 50,000. Right? Something like this. So this name colon Sachin, comma runs colon 5,000. This is one record. This is one record of the JSON file, and this is nothing but a dictionary. Dictionary also follows the same format. So dictionary, that's why I told you dictionary is actually a pair of key and value. Anything you want to store. Suppose I want to store. Suppose name once again. Name of the student. Suppose name of the student is ABC. Suppose his mobile number I want to store. Mobile number. So some number here, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. At suppose address I want to store. So his address again the string format, and then close it. So this is going to be one JSON file, and actually dictionary follow the same format. Let me show you a simple example. See, suppose I want to create a dictionary. D is equal to. So what I will do is I will try to make use of curly braces because dictionaries are always enclosed. Name, right? Name colon. What is the value of the name? Suppose I want to use value of the name Sachin. I want to create. Let's suppose I want to create key. This is the key, and the value of the key is suppose India. Okay. Now India is India is a string. That's why it should be in single. Right. Suppose let me write down runs. Okay. Something like this. And suppose now runs, it's a number. That's why no need to put it in single quote or in double quote. But always remember, keys in dictionary are always in single quote or in double quote. Let's suppose maybe IPL team, something like this. Okay. Let's suppose IPL team. Suppose let me write it down. Mumbai Indians, and so on. So this is a simple example of a dictionary. Let me run it. Now it looks like this. D. And we run it, you will see that this is my dictionary. If you want to check the type of this, go here and check the type of this D, shift enter, you will see that it is DICD. DICD stands for dictionary. Right? So this is how we create the dictionary. Now the way we have seen some methods in strings, same thing you could have seen in case of lists also, right? If you remember the name of the list like LST dot press tab button, we'll be able to see all these methods. Right? And even I think I did not talk about viewers in the list. That's also possible. Let me show you that. See, this was my list. Otherwise, take a simple list so that you will be able to understand what are the lists we created. Okay, list 2. See, first of all, let me talk about the meaning part. That is best. See, list 2 is this one, right? Now, if I want to reverse list 2, what I can do is list 2 colon minus 1. That's it. You will see that now it is reversed. That's why I told you, whatever we are going to talk about in case of a string, same concept is going to be there in case of a list. Right? And again, whatever we have seen, list 2 of, suppose if I want minus 1, same thing is going to work. On the right side, it is going to get it, right? Minus 1. If you want to see all the methods, list 2, but variable name, dot, press tab button. you'll be able to see all these things. These are the methods which you can apply on this. Append. Append is what? Append means if you want to add some element. Suppose I want to add element 900 in list 2 and then go and then check the list 2. Now you'll see that 900 will be appended at the end. Right? So this is how actually we can make use of all the methods. I will talk about the methods as I will. Okay. Now dictionary. This is what my dictionary is. If I want to check all the methods which I can apply on dictionary, yes, D dot press tab button. You will see that these are the methods. I want to see all the keys in the dictionary. So D dot keys and then run. You will see that name, team, runs, IPL team. Name, team, runs, and IPL team. These are the keys. If you want to see all the values, D dot values and then run it. You will see all the values. Such in India 50,000 right? So this is how you can actually see the methods in this accommodation. Now, if this is my dictionary, now for what if I want to grab this particular value? Can anyone tell me how can I grab this particular value? Maybe you might have having the idea already. I want output as 50,000. What can I do? $50,000 as the output. So don't think it like it is going to work exactly similar with the strings and lists work. Always remember, if I want 50,000, I should give index in this form. D of whatever the key you have, D of runs, and right, you will be able to see 50,000. Okay, Harjot Kaur is saying D dot values of runs. Let me try it out, Harjot. What will happen? Let's see that. This is what he has said, right? Check this. Now see, it is not going to give the output because D dot values should be run like this. So for dictionaries, how to index them? This is the way. D, that is dictionary name here, and the key name. Suppose I want to know what is the team for Sachin. So what I can do is D, and then here I can write T. Right? And yes, you can further go and you can index this one because what is this now? This is a string. Now you know that how to index them. How to index it. Suppose I want first character I. You see, you can get it. Further indexing can be. And once you understand the indexing of a dictionary, then depending on the element whatever you have, you can actually further index it. So this is how you can index a dictionary. Right? Now, in case of dictionary, what will happen? In case of a see, if I want to show you, if this is my dictionary, if you try to index it something like this way, you will get there. Because this is not going to work in case of dictionary. Because in dictionary, what do you have key? You have key and you have a value. Key value, key value, key value. That's why. That's why this thing is not going to work. This thing is going to work in case of a string, in case of a list, and in case of some other data structures which we will be talking about in the coming topics. Okay, now even dictionary can have a dictionary inside it, or even a dictionary can have a list inside it. That's also possible. Okay, that's also possible. Suppose if I want to create a dictionary D1 is equal to something. Suppose let me just take the same example inside. See, let me go and let me type it in something. There should not be okay. Dictionary. Okay, this was my list. Yeah, this one. So what I will do is I will try to show you an example where you can have a dictionary inside a dictionary. So this is my dictionary now. Okay, let me name it as dictionary 2. Now see, I will show it to you. Comma, curly bracket. That means what? That means I am trying to have a dictionary inside a dictionary. In this one, suppose key is suppose place. Okay, place. Colon. To this I will pass a value. I will pass a list. Suppose maybe I will write down Viru. Let's suppose here I can write down Virat. Okay. Suppose here if I write down Rohit. Something like that. I just want to tell you that see, you can have a dictionary inside a dictionary. And inside this inner dictionary you have a list. See, let me run it. Now maybe I think we have missed something. This curly bracket I have given, they should be completed. Did I miss any? Just check guys, did I miss any comma or something like that? See, it is highlighting. Yeah, see here you can check it is highlighting something, this particular arrow. That means the mistake is here. Players, I am trying to give the value as list. So this is single quote, this single quote, yes, right? This is square bracket, this is curly bracket. Invalid syntax is saying. That means I might have missed something. I might have missed something here. Okay. Let me check that what I am missing here. Players should be written in single quote because it's a key. That's what I'm assuming. So yes, it is right. Okay, see what I have missed is I should have a name for this. Okay, that is again given. Here, that is right. Let me write it down separately. Take this one, copy it, paste it here. Left. Yeah, it's working. That means what I'm saying. This curly bracket is completed here. Yes. And this last curly bracket is of this D2. That is also. So it should have worked. This is where it is showing me. T. P not and then rotate. This color is right. Okay, are you able to find out any mistake? Are you able to find out any mistake anywhere? Because this one is working. Maybe it might be a little silly mistake. Or let me give a simple example. You see, so of that, what am I trying to show you is D2 is equal to something like this. See, D2 is equal to, let's suppose, okay. See, what I have missed here is what we have done is we have given this key, this value, key value, right? Here, it should be suppose. I think I have not given the name. No, before the list, I have not given curly brackets. Okay, I think I have given extra curly bracket. Yes, Baljit. That's right. This is what is working. I have given this extra thing. This one. So see, this is what is working. That's right, Baljit. Yeah, thank you. So this is my D, right? Dictionary. Now you can check. What do we have is we have outer dictionary. Okay. See, this one is right actually. This budget, this one is right. But what I wanted to show you is you can have even a dictionary inside a dictionary. That is also one example which I wanted to show you. This is not one. This is not the one example. Okay, but anyway, you will see that example also. See, for example, from this one, I want to grab this view. So what's going to be your answer? D of, first of all, I will go with, let me check, layers. Now D of layers is this. Now from this one, what I want is I want this. Okay. Now this is the example of what? This is the example of that. This is the example that we can have a list inside a dictionary. But I wanted to show you that you can have a dictionary inside a dictionary. For that, let me give you a simple example. We will not get a bigger example. See, suppose first key is K1. Okay. To that key, I will assign one more dictionary. This is what I was trying to do here. To this key, so here it should have been something like this, curly bracket, and then there should be one more curly bracket of 3. Okay, so just remove this. Okay, otherwise, anyway, let me go with this example. See, this is the key. Now inside this dictionary, I am trying to have one more dictionary. So here I will give a meaningful name like inner key. This is going to be my inner key, and here then I will go and I will find out suppose 1, 2, 4. Fine. Now this is what it should work. Now see it's working. Day1. So what's the difference between the previous example and this one is in the previous example we were having a list inside a dictionary, but in this example we even have a dictionary inside a dictionary. So what if I ask you people that I want to grab 3? Now what should be your answer? D2 of. First of all, you need to go with the outer key, that is K1. Now see, it has given me this particular dictionary. Now what I want is I want 3, but 3 is inside the dictionary. So I should go, I will write it down stepwise. I should go here and then I should index this particular output with this particular. Then I will get a list. And from this list, I want 3 is at the second position. That's what I want. Are you people able to understand this? A dictionary can have a list, a dictionary can have a dictionary inside it also. That's also possible. Any doubt anyone? Maybe because of that example I was trying to work. So any doubt? Is it clear till this point? Because the next point I want to discuss is booleans. Let's see booleans. Sir, was it not working because we started the dictionary in the key place and not the yes, Amisha. Yes. I will just copy paste that particular example. See, I will just copy paste this particular example in the chat box. Just try to play with that maybe after the session. Okay, I just copy pasted it to everyone. Let's check. But is it clear the concept? All of you getting till this point? Dictionary inside a dictionary and a list inside a dictionary, or anyone any doubt? Please tell me. I will move forward and finish the remaining topics. Yes, no, guys. Don't worry, I will not take much of your time. I know that it's time already, but don't worry. Let me just finish some of the topics. It will not take much time. Is it clear, everyone, till this point? Yes, no? Can you just declare so that I will continue the next topic? Oh, okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dhiren. Thank you, Tanish. Yeah. Now let me go and let me talk about a very simple topic, that is booleans. But even though it's simple, but again very important, people make mistakes. What is that mistake? Let's see that. Okay, can you tell me what will be the answer of true plus 5, or otherwise you just take it in your case? True plus 5. What do you think? This is boolean, this is integer. True plus 5 will be what? I'm getting 6. People are saying 6. That's right. So if true plus 5 is 6, that means what is the value of true? True is 1. True is 1. Okay. That means if I go and if I write down true plus true, it should be 2. So if I write down maybe, and again 2 should be written like this only. Okay, it's keyword. You should not write down everything as uppercase or lowercase. Everything uppercase or everything lowercase. True plus 2 is what? 3. True plus 2 plus 2 plus false. What do you think it will be? It will again be 3 because true is 1 and false is 0. If you want to see that, go here and write down 5 plus false. It will be 5 only because false is 0. Remember this thing. It is going to be helpful to everyone. Error. Who is getting error? Who said error? The person with the name dot. Are you getting error or is it clear? It should not be error, right? I told you. This is going to work. 2 plus 2 is 2 because true is nothing but 1 and false is nothing but 0. So that was about Boolean radar. This is what we remember at least. Till this point you remember. Let me move to the next point, and that is tuples. Some people call it as tuples, some people call it as tuples. Both of them they are right. No problem. Now, what is the difference? What is the tuple actually? It is exactly similar to list, right? Tuples are exactly similar to list with some differences. In case of list, it is always enclosed in square brackets. Tuples are always enclosed in parentheses, right? Now, in case of lists are, this is very important point, mutable, and tuples are immutable. What is the meaning of this that I am going to discuss? Okay, mutable and immutable. These are the two differences between list and tuple. Two most important differences. Think about this. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of mutability? Suppose I think in our case we created a list like list 2. Now, in case of list 2, if you check list 2 of suppose uh, 0, 1, 2, 3. So at the third position, what am I going to get? 100. List 2 it should be list 2 of 100. Now list 2 of 3 is 100. Now list 2 of 3 is equal to, if I write down suppose like Pune. Now what's going to happen in this case? This 100 is going to be replaced with this particular element that is Pune. Let's check it. See, this will be replaced. Let me see, it is replaced. So this type of a property is called as mutability. That's why lists are mutable but tuples are immutable. That's the basic difference. That means you cannot overwrite element of a tuple with new element, which you can do it in list. That's the basic difference between list and tuples. Let me show you how to create a tuple. Suppose t is equal to, in parentheses, if I am writing 1, 2, 5, it's a tuple. Go here and you can see this tuple. Suppose if I want to access anything, t of 3. So t of 3 is what? 4. Now, if I want to go and say indexing in case of tuple and list are same thing, whatever you are saying. Suppose if I write down t of 3 is equal to 100. Now it is not possible because tuples are immutable. This is the property which is called as immutability. Okay, try to understand. Tuples are immutable. This is a very basic property, important property about tuples. Tuples are immutable, but lists are mutable. Remember this particular property. And whatever we have seen in case of earlier data structures, same thing you can see in case of tuple. So if this is my tuple, I can go and I can run t dot and press tab button. You will be able to see some results. T dot count. So what it is going to count? It is going to count number of occurrences of a particular number. So in case of this, every number has come only one time. That's why I'm getting the answer as well. So it is just trying to count how many number of times one has come. Okay. So this is a simple example of a tuple. Now, in practical applications, where one can make use of a tuple and where one can make use of a list, what can be the example? Right? According to the mutability and immutability property, we can actually talk about the examples. Let me give a practical example. Suppose if you people are working on some applications where you where you do not want to have any change in the values, in that case you can go with the tuple. Or maybe suppose in banking applications, I can say. In banking applications, you might be knowing that everyone has unique uh, account number, right? Unique account number. So tuple, where nothing is going to be overwritten, you cannot overwrite. In case of tuple, you do not have append option. Budget. Let me show it to you. See, let me first of all tell you where you can make use of list. So in case of banking applications, like maybe you might have seen banking applications or book my show. If you have booked online tickets with the help of book my show, you might be knowing that every person gets a unique ID. Yes, in that case you can go with this kind of things. But where you do not care about overwriting, there you can make use of lists. Otherwise they are same. Okay, that's the basic difference. So yes, I think it's clear. So you can check. You people can check which are the methods you can apply on tuple only list. Right? But as compared to tuple, there are a lot of methods which you can apply on list. And that's why you will see that many people make use of list instead of tuple. Okay. So yes, these are some of the things which I wanted to talk about. And let me show you why Python. Right? People are talking about Python. Let me show you a simple last example. See, you know about this code. Import DYPSOE. DYPSOE is a package which is available in Python. I will be talking about that. I think you will not be able to run this because you need to install that package. So import DYPSOE. This is just a simple example just to make you aware about why people are talking about Python. Why Python is very important. Why everyone is trying to learn Python. Okay. So pytssc.init, do not worry about this particular code. If you are not able to understand anything, I will be explaining this. Okay. So engine dot say, suppose if I am writing down something like hello everyone, we are learning Python today. Okay, something like this. And engine dot run. Now see what will happen if I go and refer this.
Hello everyone, we are learning Python today.
See, are you people getting whatever I have written? Machines trying to read that. See, once again I will run.
Hello everyone, we are learning Python today. Hello everyone, we are learning Python today.
So here I have passed only one sentence. Like this, even I can pass a whole book, whole PDF. In my case, you heard female voice. Even you can go and you can change that voice to male voice. Here, in this case, if you see, check.
Hello everyone, we are learning Python today.
Here in this case, if you check, she is reading fast, very fast. If you want to slow that rate, that's also possible. Right? So I mean to say that why I have shown you this particular thing here is, if I want to write on the same code in some other language, it will require more number of lines of code as compared to Python. So it is because of packages why people are preferring Python kind of language. And again, there are other things like you talk about any domain, Python is there. Whether it's machine learning, data science, deep learning, computer vision, ethical hacking, visualization, networking, security, you talk about anything, Python is there. And that's why people are talking about Python. And it is very, very easy to learn. Why? Because of the packages. That's what I tried to show you with this particular simple example. Do not worry about this particular code right now if you are not able to run it. But still, what I will do is I will just try to paste this code in the chat box if you want to try. You might get an error in this case because we haven't installed this package in your case. I will be talking about this because see, I will be showing you an application with the help of which you will give a command to your laptop and your laptop is going to accept that command as a voice command. We will give the input and your command, your laptop is going to do that. Suppose if you say play music, your laptop is going to play the music. Those kind of applications will be created. Based on that only you will have to create the projects. That's why I said that it is going to be very, very interesting. Even we will be trying to learn how to take video as an input. We will try to work with some application like DRS, decision review system in cricket matches. Right? So you pass the video as an input to my application is going to tell you whether the player is out or not out. Right? That's why I said with Python there is no limit to the domain, and it's going to be very, very interesting. Just try to attend the sessions regularly, try to ask the questions if you have any, right? And let me tell you last thing, whatever I have discussed today, what I will do is I will upload all those things onto Google Drive, and those links I'll be sharing with you in the WhatsApp group. So I mean to say, see, these notes I'll be sharing today. Whatever I am going to teach tomorrow, that thing is also included here. And whatever I have discussed today, that thing is also here. So I will be sharing IPYNB file. You just need to open that IPYNB file, okay? You just need to open that IPYNB file by going to the location. If you face any difficulty, you ask me anytime, no problem. So this file you are going to get today. Everything is there related to basics of Python and whatever we have discussed. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubt? Because now I think it's time we will stop. Yeah, sure. Okay, okay. Okay, guys, then I think you do not have any doubt. I think everyone is getting. Okay, thank you, Asha. Thank you, Ria. Thank you, Ashna. Yeah. Okay. If any question, anyone, just ping me, or maybe after this, if you want to try out the files, just let me know about that. Wait for some time. We will be doing each and everything. I told you we will go till the deployment. How to deploy your applications on the cloud. Okay. Definitely you'll be able to create the projects. Okay. So I hope nobody is having any question here. So I think Yogesh sir, are you there? Or maybe okay, okay, no problem then. Okay guys, then we will stop here. I will just end everything and we will meet in the next session. Bye.